While the sun is set, there's still plenty of light in the stadium for this prime time contest. We've waited all day for this one, haven't we, Brock? It's time for the NFL on EA Sports. Lucky week 13 it is. Everyone hoping for a little good fortune this time around as we enter the home stretch of the regular season. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Looking to throw right away. Into the hands of Colt. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Back now, pressure on its way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. Hits his running back. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Offense up to the line fast.
It's now 3rd down. 70 range. Go.
Back to throw on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
They send a tight end in motion. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Setting up the running back screen. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Design bootleg here. Vacates quickly left side. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd and long for him here. And it's caught. Touchdown! The Thunderbirds finish excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Return coming from the 6. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He puts everything behind this one. He's got it inside the 25. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Fires right away, but incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. They'll try him left side. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Giants finish off their opening drive. Looking to tack on the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown. The Thunderbirds need only one to take the lead. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one splits the uprights. And the Thunderbirds take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing it to start this drive. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well, that window was open downfield, but this league is so fast. And these defenders, well, they closed the gap before that throw could arrive.
2nd and 10 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and throw it here. He's trying to push the field. This is caught inside the 15. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Let's stay 19.
Working inside the red zone. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, New York. Setting up to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants tie things up at 14. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. They'll run here on 1st down. He's contained at the line for no gain. Tackle made by DeMarcus Lawrence. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Pass play now. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And they're going to have a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Tiger, 19 Tiger. Rig alert, rig alert. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Throwing now from the gun. Throwing deep for the end zone. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Back to the air on 2nd down. And that is how our 1st quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. Well, these top-tier offenses have brought the firepower so far. Plenty of points in that 1st quarter. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll get back to the action in just a moment. Welcome back. We're all set to start the 2nd. Offense already out to resume its drive. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's 3rd and very long.
Trap 60. Ready?
He's dropping back to throw. Connection made with his running back down the middle. And that is a touchdown. The Thunderbirds take a 2nd quarter lead. So So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And the Thunderbirds break that tie and now lead by 7. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Throw left side, complete. And they'll have it across midfield as he runs out. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Thunderbirds have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Completed to his running back. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. From midfield on 2nd down. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And it sets up 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
18 ready.
Now looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. That's taken in by Samuel. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that will set up 1st and goal. Blown back, it's the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Now on 2nd and 10. He's on the move. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. He has the touchdown. Koo on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Thunderbirds double their lead to 14. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Return starts from the goal line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Darius Slay has it. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Now a give left side. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Give him a few yards on that run. It's second and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 22 on second down. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up third down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Warriors, 70. 19 Lions. 18 Pioneer.
To the air, third and long. Finds him on the slant. Give him 24 on that play. And it'll give him a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Down the sideline inside the 40. And he's down all the way to the 30. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
Ready. Set go.
First down, and they go right back to him. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Cooper DeJean with the stop.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Go.
Another carry for him. And he gets this forward to the 19. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
He brings the offense up now for a first and 10. Running this one left. And they take this in for the score. The Thunderbirds boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. Well, they dialed up that one at the right time, Brock. Pretty clear the defense was expecting pass, and they couldn't pivot when he got it as a runner instead.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to make that mistake again, are they? Now how versatile these wide receivers are in today's game. It's one of the big transitions, Kate, over the last decade. You know, you always used to see Jerry Rice and John Taylor just lined up scoring touchdowns on the perimeter. Not so fast anymore. These wide receivers today so versatile, and he showed off that on that play.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a step.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout comes, and that's going to be the second for New York. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Here he is on 3rd and long. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Desperation's a tricky thing, Kate. You love defenses when they're desperate and they're just playing on edge. But offensively, you're in a hole like this, the worst thing you could do is get desperate in a sack. Oh, it only adds further insult to injury.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Ball taken in at the 36. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And they'll only have time for one play before halftime. A final throw before the break. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Younghoe Koo is set to kick off.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Offense in the hurry up here. To throw here on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long. It only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
19 Tiger. Let's go now.
They'll run it here on 3rd down. And he'll get it up to the 44. Working quickly here. Here's the snap on fourth. Hauled in left side. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit. Throwing now, off play action. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They'll run now on second down. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Giants will have a first down.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Back now, pressure on its way. It is Kupp, left side. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Duke's at a one-stop. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Every offense in the league today, they want a couple of guys on the roster capable of doing this. Players who can line up a receiver, running back, and make plays from both spots. It's where the NFL's been heading for years, and what a great example on that play.
Offense up to the line fast. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Thunderbirds get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. They're out and set, first and 10. Trying the right side. And he's tackled for a short gain. There on the tackle, the rookie out of Auburn.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. The screen pass falls incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Here we go. Trap 60.
Throw on 3rd down. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. That one is not going to get any easier to watch during film study, Brock. Some chances to go down, but instead opting to keep extending the play, and then all of a sudden in the end zone for a safety.
Yeah, ultimately there just comes a time where you've got to understand where you are on the field, right? Hey, I'm trying to make a play. That's all great in the middle of the field. But when you're in the danger zone like this, and you could give that defense 2 points and energize the other side, you got to know where you are on the field and just get rid of the ball.
Receiver in motion, going left. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Thunderbirds get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long. But throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
Slot man motioned over. On first down, they'll run. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Tackle made by Cole Bishop. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the
Hawk
14-yard
70, Hawk
line.
70. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
You know, Kate, this is one of those circumstances where you got to play all the way through the whistle, right? Didn't look good defensively. Give up a big chunk passing play, but then you turn around and one hit totally changes the moment. You get the ball back and you turn the mojo in this building around.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Working inside the red zone. Chased out to his right. He brings it in. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
They put a receiver in motion right. He has the New York touchdown.
New York.
And now the Giants keeping the offense on the field. We've got a 2-point attempt coming up.
They'll line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. And the pass is successful. That's a little momentum builder as they attack this deficit.
Giants 24.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. 19, Tiger, 19. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Check. Cougar 19. Warrior 70. Check go.
He'll look to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Here we go, Shaq. Go.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Go. Let's go. Lion. 18, Pioneer. Hup.
They're throwing it. He has the 1st over the middle. Rolling into enemy territory. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a pickup of 39 yards. And that gives them the 1st. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Now a give running right. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Buys time, rolling right. Touchdown! Koo on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Thunderbirds push their lead to 18. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. He's got a man left. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the 37. Trying for the deep ball. Brought in inside the 20. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Setting up a throw. Forced out to his right. And the two-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll throw to begin this drive. Gets it to him on the screen. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. That's the end of the third on Sunday night. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a two-score game to begin the fourth. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Set. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Take go.
Back to throw now. He connects with his back deep down the middle. He does it. Touchdown. The Thunderbirds have likely locked up the win right there. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
That one splits the uprights. And the Thunderbirds go up by 19. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it second down.
With the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. They'll throw it. That one's cut along the left sideline. A pickup there of 39. And the Giants will have a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Almost a completion of the wrong team there. So it's second down coming up.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
Second and 10 now. Finds a man right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. From the red zone now. This one's caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throwing it again here. And they will score. Touchdown, New York. The Giants get it back to within 2 possessions. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12. They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. And they aren't able to get it back. The hands team does its job. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Let's go. Set, hurt. Bring it. Riggs. Ready.
Here's the handoff. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Flushed out of the pocket. This complete to Colt. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Hand off to the back. Oh, what a stiff arm. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he takes this down to the 10 before hitting the sideline. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Here we go.
Give now to the running back. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
No! Street! Hup.
Back-to-back carries here. And it's a rare defensive win on the ground. He's caught at the line. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. But you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
Come on, set!
Looking for a throw here. Setting up the screen. And in for the touchdown. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out. And it was what you talked about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw. But hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
Offense not going anywhere. They want to.
The offense will line up for a
He'll throw it. And this is caught. So add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4th.
Quarterback's best friend, big targets in the red zone. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, they went right to him for the conversion.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
19 right. Set.
Dropping back to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Looking to the air here. Cut out left. And he's able to cross the 40 before going out. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he can't hang on to it in the end zone. Not an interception, only an incompletion. So they get it back. 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Taking a shot deep down the field it goes. He's got it inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants get it back to within 2 possessions. I know that's one of his favorite routes to run, Brock, but that has got to be one of a quarterback's favorite throws to make as well, right? Drop it in over the defender and take the lid off the D for 6.
Because it is so simple. It's something that these two have done and thrown together for years and years. Maybe not to each other, but since Pop Warner. They've been running the go route. Just run right by him, and if you're even, you're leaving, and I'm going to drop it right over the top.
Well, this one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here. And this onside kick doesn't go their way. The hands team makes the cover. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks them, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in San Diego. Thunderbirds ready to pick up their 8th win of the season. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready? 79 Broncos. Go.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He's on the move. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Put the body on the line for his team. And he runs it down inside the 15 before going out. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
Bronco switch, Bronco switch. Hut, hut.
Here's the give. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. The Giants using their first timeout as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready?
Wow, they're going to pass it here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they're going to face 3rd down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards of it into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Here's a quick throw to the left. And he's brought down for a loss. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
The kick by Lutz is good. And go ahead and make this a 15-point game now.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
On the jump.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to throw here out of the gun. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Darius Slay has it. And the Thunderbirds get it back on his 6th interception of the season. The team total is now up to 5, Brock. 5 times they've picked this offense off.
Say it a third time for me, Kate, would you? Twist the knife for all the fans of this offense watching at home.
5 interceptions in one game. You just got to marvel at how well they played in coverage from start to finish.
Yeah, this goes beyond marveling. This goes to best-case scenario in their game plan. This is one of those special games where absolutely everything is clicking. These defenders, it's like they're seeing the entire field in perfect 20/20 vision.
The Giants are going to call their final timeout here, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Lining up to take a knee on second down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
Okay, ready?
Setting up for the kneel down on third. He'll go to a knee to close this one out, Brock, and it's only fitting that he's holding the ball in the end after the absolutely tremendous game that he had.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. So no return on that punt. And it'll be Giants football. All right, this is going to be the final play of the game. One final shot here. Trying to push it deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And this won't affect the outcome, but a positive note to end it as he scores as time expires. The Giants can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. So 6 points at the buzzer, Brock, but 0 effect on our final outcome.
Yeah, I get that, but I'll tell you what, that'll be one of the first plays they watch in the film room this coming week. Like you said, they lose whether that's scored or not, but Coach will always, always emphasize effort on the field. Reaching that end zone to end an already decided game, that is effort.